talking about? We're talking about cats.
And we're rolling.
Well, we were talking about cats. We were talking about how Noah is trying to get out of saying that they own a cat. Even though I know secretly, looking at Noah's face, that they are a cat owner.
No.
You
think I'm a secret cat owner?
Noah's got the stature. I'm like, oh, you got a cat somewhere. It's on top of the
Yeah, I
booth
think maybe you're sensing the heart of a cat owner.
No, there's no cat anywhere. You can't. There's nowhere a cat could possibly be hiding right now. Nowhere at all.
Of course, sure.
Just popping up.
I don't know.
I mean, dogs are better anyway, so it's okay.
No, I disagree. The dogs are better. I disagree.
Who are the cat people and who are the dog people? Because I'm a cat person.
I'm a dog person.
I'm a both person.
See, I'm a
No,
both
you have to
person.
pick one, Corey. You have to.
Oh, man.
Okay. Let me give my explanation.
Go on ahead.
I feel like I'm a both person, but right now I'm leaning more towards cats. Because throughout my life, I was like, dogs are the best. I don't know why people like cats. But then when I met a cat, I was like, wow, my life has changed. It's like I want their affection. I want them to love me.
Cats are assholes.
That is the exact same thing that happened for me. I had grown up around dogs my whole entire life. And then I went to college for 2 years, and my roommate had a cat that they kept in the apartment. And I was like, oh, of course I had the stigmatism of like, ooh, I hate cats are so mean. They're so cruel. Grr. But then this cat was so nice to me. This cat rubbed up. This cat cuddled with me. This cat petted me. This cat pet me. This cat chirped every time I touched him. They nurtured me.
This cat was like, I'm sensing cat negativity within you. I must eradicate it.
This cat was like, oh, you're sad? Don't worry, buddy. Did biscuits on my back? I was like, oh, you're just giving me a massage at this point, dude. I'm like,
like they know, they sense it. Like
every time
let me just
they
go to you.
Literally, my cat Broccoli. I got home today. I was like, all right, I gotta record some auditions. But then I laid on the bed, and then Broccoli laid next to me and was like, oh, Dad.
Father, you are done with auditions for today.
Is that like your headcanon voice for Broccoli?
Yes.
Like, yes, Father.
Every time my girlfriend comes over, we joke that Broccoli is like, enough, wench. Get away from my father. It is my turn to have father time.
It's so good.
It's so funny. And it's so funny because in contrast to his meows sounds so girly. He's like, you'd think he'd be like, he's the face that he has, but he's like, and I'm like,
might need to take the bass out of his voice.
There's no bass in his voice. There's not even a little bass in his voice.
I love the contrast whenever there's that contrast because my cat also has that. He's Ozzy. He's a thick little man. He's tiny and it's so funny because whenever I look at pictures of him, I'm like, you look so big, but then in person you're like, you're such a small little boy. You're just like thick. Yeah, his voice is like, he's just like super high pitched. I'm like, you don't match up. It's so weird.
He's got a bit of an attitude because when Jed and I well, for the audience, for my husband, when Jed and I were cat sitting, like Ozzy was just like, yeah, I don't want to come out. Oh, you have my food? Okay, I'll come out for that.
He's shy but hungry.
No.
You said food? Okay, I'll be out in a minute.
He's a shy boy.
That's all you have to say.
Speaking of hunger, I don't know why I'm using this as a segue at all.
Cats
You're
We're hungry to know who these other voices are.
Yeah, who the fuck?
I love the
Speaking of
segment.
cats and hunger.
Yeah, speaking of cats, you're out. The 80s puppet. But no, we have several voices on the pod right now. It might be confusing. Whoa. We have 3 voice actors that are voicing characters in Bree's upcoming, or might be already, I don't know, in Bree's animatic pilot. Time is an illusion.
Michael,
Audience, they don't know it yet, but they're voicing characters.
Oh, wow.
I voice people.
Voice
Bree.
actors are
I
really
cooked a pizza.
Bree, I'm throwing it to you to introduce our guest. I'm so sorry.
Actors make me laugh. We got the amazing, gorgeous, wonderful LaKira Porter. Oh my god.
Oh.
Dang, just LaKira. We ain't even getting anything.
Yeah.
We're not getting nothing like that, Noah.
Right,
Wow.
Yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked.
Next time.
Gorgeous, beautiful, talented LaKira Porter. I'm like, dang. I thought you were about to list all three of us off. You said no. LaKira. I'm like, damn.
LaKira's perfect, and then there's those other two.
I was like, damn.
For a second, I did think, Bree, you're gonna subvert expectations. Like, oh, those are usually adjectives for I don't know, feminine adjectives, and just go oh, I don't know, no, gorgeous, beautiful Noah.
That would be correct. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Well, hey, you know what? I don't know. I wasn't thinking about gender, and gender's not real, so it's
okay.
fine.
Let's see what you come up with for me.
Yeah, let's think of some adjectives. Let's go.
They all got to be different now too.
You're on the spot now.
Oh fuck. We got the courageous, crustaceous Corey Wilder.
Crustaceous?
Yo, you're a crab.
I was thinking
You're saying that I'm a crusty sea crab?
You say they crusty? What's going on?
I was trying to be funny.
Carry on. Under the sea.
Oh, turns out they are crustaceous. Okay, never mind. You're right.
All right, go on.
And then we
got
got
one more?
we got the intelligible, knowledgeable.
Wow.
All right.
You know what?
Yeah, keep going.
I'm not good at this. I'm sorry.
No. You're doing
you're
awesome
doing
right
great.
now.
You're
You're doing
perfect.
awesome right now. Keep it up.
You're perfect.
Well, I was trying to do jokes, but then I couldn't think of anything anymore because I just thought of Little Mermaid. Because remember, that's what the little seahorse said to introduce the best.
Finish up Noah's introduction. Go on ahead. Finish up Noah's introduction.
Okay, listeners, we got LaKira Porter, Corey Wilder, and Noah Belachew here, and they're really amazing Black voice actors.
And crustaceous.
And and that you've heard them in lots of different things, ranging from anime to indie productions to gacha games to I don't know, lots of things. You all three of you have been all over the block, and it's really cool.
Audiobooks, podcasts,
podcast, audiobooks, visual novels, and all three of you are just at different levels of your career too. Earlier, middle, popping off in different ways, and it's just really interesting to sort of see just more Black voice actors in various roles, especially in the anime space. For you, Corey, you are that over 10, 20 years ago, it would just be the same maybe 15 people, a lot of white people, or we would just have Cree Summer doing Black girl voice, and that's all we heard. But now
it's funny that you mentioned that, because
way
I
bigger.
literally was going through a IMDb, behind the voice actors kind of thing, and I was like, I want to see how many people of color in these shows, and I was like, let's see. I was like, ooh.
Oh,
I was like, oh, you're voicing that character, and oh. I was like, no.
So it's we've made some steps, but we're still not quite there yet. I see.
Oh no, now we're kind of there. It can still improve and get better,
Right.
but at least we've kind of moved past the point of where there is a darker skinned character and then someone's like, "I'm just gonna play a caricature," and I'm like, I'm staring at garter belt specifically, but hey, it's okay. Because I was like, wow. I was like,
Or like Michiko Tahachin, when I found out that was not she was not voiced by a Black woman or an Afro-Latina woman, I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why that sound okay.
Like, that's why you don't sound like me.
All right.
I don't hear no flavor.
In terms of just like voice acting stuff, like what like kind of got you guys into it? And I mean, I guess we could start with LaKira. Like, what kind of got you into the VA biz?
What got me into the VO biz? So let's take it back to when I was like 12. Or even So basically, when I was younger, I would love to play like make believe games with my younger niece and my twin sister, and ooh, it would just like light me up, and I would just get so excited. And then I also had like a big attachment to like cartoons, stuff like Steve Universe, Gravity Falls, Ninja Turtles, the 2012 version. Um a lot. Even like going to like cartoons that wasn't even in my timeline, like Animaniacs. I love Animaniacs. Yep, and Tiny Toons. But oddly enough, I didn't think like let me just do voice acting. Originally I wanted to create my own show. I wanted to be a showrunner. So I had that idea in my head, and with that idea, I would just like I guess to feel the passion and meet the drive, I would like watch San Diego Comic-Con behind the scenes of like especially for Ninja Turtles when like Rob Paulson and Sean Astin and Greg Sipes and them would do the the panels they have there. I would just get so excited. But oddly enough, I was like, I still kind of have a passion and really want to do voice acting, but I don't know if someone like me could do that. A little Black girl who lives in Detroit could do that, especially when the career was all the way in California or that's like the big hub. So I kind of just suppressed that dream. And fast forward to when I'm in college, I'm 19 years old, and I don't know what made me like jump into it, but I was like, why not try? Because I think I've started hearing about remote voice acting, and this is before the pandemic. Yeah, it was like November 2019, and I went on eBay. I don't know why did I got the blue, not the Yeti, not that one. I got the
Not the
snowball
blue
one.
Yeti. Oh, it's a snowball. Okay, okay.
It was like recording in a bucket. That's what it sounded like compared
Yeah, we had the snowball for our first podcast too.
And I was away from home for college, but I was only like 30 minutes away, so I would go home for the weekend sometimes. And I would go in my closet, and I had a skateboard, and I would like attach my mic to that, and I would go on Casting Call Club and do auditions.
Oh my gosh.
And before they deleted it, rest in peace, behind the voice actors had like auditions you could do just like Casting Call Club.
I had heard about that.
Yes,
Whoa,
and I
really?
used to use that, but I was so sad when they deleted it. I was like, "Oh no." Yep, and that's where it all began. I met a couple people in the voice acting community, and I started with like fan dubs for like anime. Unfortunately, anime I've never seen. My first fan dub was for JoJo Bizarre.
Okay.
Wait,
What scene were you doing?
Which
What scene
part?
were you doing?
I don't know what scene it was. I just remember there being a horse involved. It was like a horse. It was
Wait,
like some horse involved.
part 7?
To fight a horse?
It was like a horse in it and like
Wait.
cowboy themed.
Oh, you were dubbing a piece of the manga.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
manga.
it sounds like part
Yeah,
7.
That's Steel Ball. You were dubbing Steel Ball.
That's
Yeah. I've never watched it, so I can't tell you what it was.
funny.
It was some
Ball
people.
Run doesn't exist yet in anime form. They just announced it.
Okay.
They just
Yeah,
announced
that
they're
was,
making
like,
an
my
anime.
first.
Oh wow.
And then my next was like a My Hero Academia related one, and I watched that. It was Uraraka, the scene where she was fighting against Bakugo.
The worst
Oh,
character.
Okay.
And
yeah.
it was so funny because I'm rewatching it.
Whoa, wait, did someone say the worst character?
I did, and I stand on that.
I agree.
Yo,
I agree.
yo, wait,
Starting the show
Cook.
over.
Wow.
No,
Starting
Cook.
the show over. I wanna. Ooh.
Certified Bakugo hater.
When I catch you, Ricky.
You didn't even have to act for that scene. You were ready. You didn't even have to act for it.
But
You were
yeah,
feeling it.
I was rewatching that arc recently, and I just got the memory. I was like, wait, I dubbed this. I remember doing this.
Your agent hit.
Um, and then I guess I just eventually started like getting more like unintentionally networking, making new friends. That's basically what networking is. You making friends,
Yep.
to be honest.
Yep,
And
agreed.
people started connecting me to other actors who are in other projects, and I started to land. I think my first big role was like there's this Christian manga artist named Chris Burns, and he has a manga called Chikara, Power of God, and I play a character named Diaz, and that was my first big role, the role that I was like, "Maybe I'm doing something right."
Hey, start
I
somewhere.
can cook here.
We recently just did an ad for, like, his book 3 that is launching or
Hell
just
yeah.
launched. Yes. And then I started to get into indie projects. I don't remember what my first, like, major one, but I know I really got really got excited when I landed Animation Station. I love playing the Millie
Yeah.
Martins. She's so
You do
cute.
really good in that role too.
Thank you. And another role I really like is Me and My Genie, 'cause it's kinda like Fairly Odd Parents a little bit, where a kid gets a magic lamp and I'm the genie. And I love Robin Williams, so I pull a lot from him for that
Oh, that's
role.
awesome.
You're like, let me take
Yep.
it. Let me steal.
So I pull a lot from him for that, and our episode 2 is in the production for that.
Oh, heck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Dope.
LaKira, you've kind of low-key, high-key become like indies. Like, I just see you in a lot of indie productions.
An
Like, you're all over.
darling, is that
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like, you
I
are
don't
like indie queen almost, like low-key,
I
high-key.
don't know how it happened, but I'm grateful.
I know. I
It's
see you
just like
announce everything. I'm like, hey.
mainly people either I'm auditioning for something or if I reach out to someone and they happen to be like, "Hey, yeah, I love your voice. I'm gonna put you in this." But it's mainly word of mouth. People would like recommend me a lot in indie.
Well, you didn't
And
have to audition for me. I just saw that you were like, I saw your reel and I'm like, oh, yeah, come here.
That sounds like Tammy. Yeah, that sounds like Tammy. Get over here.
I was keeping you, Bree. I was like, "What's this?"
You were peeping the project for like 2 years before I even started doing anything.
don't
When it
even
was just
know.
doodles, man.
I don't even know why I didn't think to like, let me just reach out myself. I was just waiting
I didn't know it
until you I don't know. I just assumed you were gonna do a public call, so
No.
I was just waiting for that.
No. I have not done a public call for anything except for maybe music.
Bree said, I'm not sifting through 200 plus auditions. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. No. But yeah, you are an indie darling, and definitely want to hear you in more mainstream stuff too. So hopefully that happens soon.
Yes, me too. I feel like I really thrive in the indie space. Very freeing. But honestly,
sorry, I can't sing. That was my poor attempt. That was my poor attempt to do the K-pop Demon Hunter.
That was
song.
beautiful.
Oh, I love it. But yeah, I think right now that's probably where I'm gonna be here for a while now. For indie, because I live in Detroit, Michigan. So a lot of the more mainstream things, I don't think I could get an opportunity at yet. I just either that or I just haven't found the right people to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how they are.
Yeah.
You have to either be in like Texas or LA.
Yep.
And I suppose that's an
Texas,
interesting.
Or sometimes New York.
Yeah.
New York.
And I suppose that's an interesting segue into Corey's
Oh, hi.
backstory, because you do a lot of mainstream stuff, and you are
Yeah.
in one of those big voice acting hubs.
My origin is very, very stereotypical, honestly. I did not do anything related to the arts or theater until I got to high school. I mainly just did sports for most of my life. I did track, football, basketball, soccer, karate. I did
Oh my
all of
god.
Man.
those, but then
Wow.
eventually it
You're
got
like
to a
the
point.
Avatar of sports.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Avatar
essentially.
of sports.
Essentially, yeah. But it eventually got to a point where in high school I just got down to track and football. But it's the same thing as LaKira said. Like the thing is that I loved playing on the playground and I loved like being imaginative and making up my own stories and basically just having fun being silly because most of my life was mainly you have to move the ball in order to win. You need to do all of this stuff, and it's just very straightforward. There wasn't really much creative thinking, but I always loved like movies and TV shows and video
Mhm.
games. Like those always spoke to me, and I didn't really know that it could be a career until I accidentally got put into a theater arts class in middle school in 6th grade.
Mm.
Accidentally?
Yes, because I forgot to mark off one of my electives. So
Ah.
so they just randomly put an elective to put me into, and luckily, because if this didn't happen,
It
I
was
wouldn't have known
fate.
about it.
It was
Luckily, it
fate.
was theater arts. And
Mhm.
then when I took that class, I was like, "Oh, this is just what I do on the playground every day. You can get paid for this? Huh." I was like, "That's
Money?
really." I was like, "That's really cool." And then I never pursued it in middle school because I was very
Yeah.
worried about what my parents would say because they were very hard
Mm.
bent on me
Mhm.
wanting to be sports because of, scholarship opportunities and stuff like that.
Mm.
So I didn't really say anything till I got to high school and I was like, "Hey, I want to do acting. Can I do that?"
And they're like,
Oh, high
"What?"
school.
And they were very much like,
Acting.
"Huh? Where'd this come from?" And I'm like, I've always wanted to do it since middle school. I just never really said anything. So can I do it?" And at that point, they were like, "Well, we've already got you doing like most sports and stuff, but yeah, you can do that if you'd like." Like they were somewhat supportive of it, but they definitely
Mm.
were like, "You can do acting, but you cannot stop doing sports. You have to keep doing
Yeah.
that
They're like,
along
"You can do
with."
acting
Yeah,
up on the field."
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Like,
show you how to act.
they want me to do
Gotta act
both.
out that ball to the goal.
Like
Yeah.
like, every time I tell people this, I'm like, "Yeah, I literally had a Troy Bolton scenario." Like, I
Yeah.
was doing
Literally, literally out of
It
High
is
School
the game.
Musical.
it is the game. I'm like, "Bet on it."
The
I was
dad on it.
Oh, wow.
but after I did high school, that was when I actually started, like, going to be more involved into theater and film because I started doing more shows. I started learning more about film during that time, and I was starting to pop off a bit in film. I was starting to do some short films, some other stuff, and I was like, "Man, this is going great! Like, nothing can stop me now." The pandemic.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
And when that happened, I was like, "Ooh,
Oh,
well,
You
Mhm.
guys
can't
are
do."
also young talking about college, like 2019 pandemic. I'm like, "What the
I've
fuck?"
been out of college too.
Yep. I got there, pandemic hit, I was in college, I was like, "Ooh,
Yep.
well, okay, there's no theater or film anymore. What am I gonna do?"
Mm.
The thing
'Cause
that kept the industry afloat,
mhm,
our
but
our our profession.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
animation.
but luckily, since that happened, that made me start doing, research into voiceover because I had watched this pilot, Has Been Hotel, and
Oh, yeah.
I've
I'm
never
one of
heard
the
of that before in my life.
yeah, yeah, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. But I'm someone that stays to watch credits, so I watched the credits and I was like, "Oh, these are a lot of names I don't recognize at all. Like for
Mhm.
Mhm.
any of these people, who are these guys?" And that kind of spurred my brain going like, "So anyone can do voiceover.
Anyone
I
can
want to
cook.
try." And so, of course, in 2020, I did a bunch of fan dubs and a bunch of fan covers. facts. I did a lot of Disney. I did a lot of
Fandom?
Disney fandoms. I did a
Pipeline.
Hades fandom for Hercules at one
Ooh.
point in time because that was
Wait,
fun.
who was your favorite Disney character to do a fandom for?
Oh,
Or who do you feel like you did like the best with?
the best with?
Also, I love that you kind of just did the anime gasp there. you presented that question. You're like,
I had to be distraught with the mouth shocked.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I basically just did a bunch of different. I think
What characters did you
played a mean
fandom?
Hades. I think I played a mean Hades. I'll have to show you because I know that video still exists privated on my channel somewhere.
Well, Nomura should give you a call to be Hades, so that way we can stop having James Wood to do it.
But 2021 was around when I actually started diving in more into like the indie space. I was my first project that I got cast in was Howdy Cloud Boys, which doesn't exist anymore. R.I.P.
No.
Oh no,
My poor baby. It was a Black creator's creation. It was an all Black studio, and almost all of the actors were Black. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And I voiced a clown. His name was Lonnie. He was just so silly. Like he was a clown cowboy, and he was adorable. But after that, I just started doing more auditions, doing more projects, getting like visual novels. And then I just randomly kind of stumbled into anime. I took a class don't take a class with him, Chuck Huber. I'm like, don't take a class with him. I was a baby. I didn't know any drama that was going on. But now I'm like, oh, I'm so well educated. And I met my roommate through that class, and then they were like, "Hey, actually, I'm looking for roommates in the Dallas area. You want to room with us? We're gonna be making a Walla group to submit because this is when Walla groups are going." So I got really lucky because Walla group submissions do not exist anymore. Like
they don't?
No, Walla groups exist, but making your own Walla group and submitting it does not exist anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because you could make your own Walla group and submit it in. That's how I got in. And I was like, it was at the tail end of 2022. Around November is when I submitted for that Walla group. And then from then on, just started doing Walla, and then booked Ojalo and Gundam, my Black King. I was like, yeah, I was so happy. I was like, ooh.
That's the one from Witch from Mercury, right?
Yep,
the G-Witch guy.
Yeah. My first role was that, and I was like, yeah. My first role was Black, and then after that, I never booked another Black character in anime ever again. But that's okay. That's okay. They're coming. There's more getting made. There's more getting made. I got some seat. I got a seat at the table. But yeah, that's basically how everything went for me. Just sports. Stumbled into theater and was like, oh wait, this is what I do in the playground. And then
LaKira, you have a question?
A lot of other stuff. Go on ahead, ask your question.
No, I just have a statement because I forgot to mention, and since your story made me like, oh yeah, other sleeper memories. I also kind of had a similar pipeline, but not as many sports. I did cheerleading and theater. Off and on.
Sport, right? Yeah, that's a sport.
That is a sport.
That's a sport.
Yeah,
definitely. Sport.
And I did theater in high school. I wanted to say that I was in the Wiz, the high school production of the Wiz.
You lucky little
But I was a senior. And
what did you play?
I was Glinda the Good Witch.
Oh, you're lucky. See, we didn't have any shows like that. All we had was the only ones that I got to do was Legally Blonde. One that we had to basically like workshop together because we didn't have any money to like ask for license for anything else.
Right.
And then You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And for that one, I got to be Snoopy. So that was fun.
Yay, Snoopy.
That's cool. Yeah. And then Shrek the Musical, but that was with a
dog.
different
That's messed up.
Hey, listen. Hey, for Shrek the Musical, they put me as Farquaad.
At least you weren't dog.
I was the tallest person in the cast.
At least you weren't.
He's supposed to be short.
Maybe that was the joke.
My knees were suffering sometimes. Even with
you were on your
with the
knees?
knee. Well, yeah, because
They give you like the knee pads at least.
I had to be like this the whole time, and so
Oh my god.
For listeners, Corey is dancing on their
my
knees
rather than like my feet.
Did you get like knee pads or any kind of?
We had knee pads, but it's still hard when you're dancing and having to like use your knees as like your feet.
That's crazy.
And so to like kind of dance on cue with everybody. So
wow.
Yep.
Wow.
It was fun though. I enjoyed it. Sorry. My repeat.
The single brain cell is now being transferred.
Sound like
Noah.
the villager from Minecraft. Minecraft villager.
That's a Minecraft thing?
The villager.
That's a villager.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they go.
It's become a vocal stem.
It is a vocal stem.
It is.
Listeners, try it at home yourself.
Join in with us.
Speaking of
vocal stems,
Speaking of stems,
Noah provided a different version of a vocal stem that I had for a while after seeing Sinners. I just kept going, Sammy. I already knew it.
Sammy. It's like the combination of the line delivery plus the stupid pose he's getting when he's going in.
And then he like shoves Michael B. Jordan in the face.
Palms him.
He's like, get the fuck out of here.
Full of palms.
It's the reaction that kills me. He's like, he doesn't even try to fight him. He's trying to just get away.
It truly is just like a white man jump scare. Like, what the fuck?
That first one at the beginning of the movie, that was evil. That one actually got me. Like normally jump scares don't get me, but that first one at the beginning of Sinners, that one got me. Just the dad reaching out, going like, "Sarah," and it hits you with that. I'm like, damn, it got me good. Okay,
I also jumped, but yes, Noah did a alt version, but with Tammy instead. And I almost threw up because I was like, why did he do this? And I couldn't stop laughing.
Tammy. There was too much potential. I saw too much art. I had to do something about it.
Well, because what happened, it was really funny because I was on a call with Tariq, one of our board artists, and he was like, this nigga Noah wild, and like you gotta hear this. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, no, look in the chat. And I'm like, what? And I was like, oh fuck, I'm scared.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, how did you get into voice?
How did I start voicing over like meme comics of the characters I play? Yeah, that's a great question. So I started out, it's funny, we have two people here with an athlete background, and I am very proud to say that I am the most unathletic person you will ever meet in your lives. I have
Not everyone can be so lucky.
And 3 right arms.
LaKira and Corey are just more swole, I guess.
Like, genuinely, I have, like, negative sport aptitude, I would say. I am, like, bad at every sport, except I'm kind of okay at basketball, like, a little bit. Not like a lot.
Are you tall? I mean, not that
no, I'm like
good at basketball.
I'm like 5'10". I'm average, right?
Okay.
So like I am like, but that's what I mean. I'm like kind of okay, but I'm not great, right?
Well, most people would assume that you're de facto good just because you're black.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. You know, it's like it's in the genes. You know,
people are gonna listen to this podcast and be like.
I only make 9 shots out of 10 that I make. I'm not that good at sports.
Like, you know, I could go with Kyrie for a little bit. I can hang with him for like 15 seconds. You know, but like
a little Curry on my off time.
a little bit. I'm like 15% Steph Curry. You know.
Okay.
But yeah, I had like no athletic qualities, but what I was a massive nerd. And what
We
that
like
means
those.
is
The true sport.
the sport of the mind.
The sport of
Clearly.
the mind.
Intellectual.
But I grew up watching a lot of anime and playing a lot of video games. And I remember for me, the first time I had the idea of doing something like this was actually, I think it was playing Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh hell yeah, brother! Let's
I was
go.
playing Kingdom
Let's
Hearts 2. I would have
go.
been like,
Peak fiction.
oh, it's so peak.
I like sat up. I'm like, Kingdom Hearts.
Theater this, theater that. Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Fill me with the power of darkness.
Like
Supreme darkness. You're wrong. I know now, without a doubt, Kingdom Hearts is light. Sorry.
A scattered dream is like a far off memory or whatever.
Far off memories like a scattered dream. I want to line the pieces up. Yours and mine.
And mine. Yeah.
But like you have not, like, for me genuinely, it is like watching Roxas have a breakdown over everything he knows becoming a lie. And I'm sitting there watching this happen and I'm like,
that's my goat.
Yo, can I do that? That's crazy. I was like 8 years old, I think, at this point. I didn't have any like solid grasp on the work that would entail or what I'd have to do to be able to pull that off. I was like, I want to be doing that thing. I want to be in the video game. But, you know, it's just like, it's a thing that you think about as a kid and then you move on. Or at least that's what I thought it was. And so, you know, I go through middle school, high school. I start doing a little bit of stage theater in high school, and it was a lot of fun. But even then, I didn't really have any indication that acting was something that I could seriously pursue full time.
Yeah.
Because I'd been told a lot about how difficult it is to go and do voice acting for full time, you know, all everything that entails, all the challenges in there. So I'm like, okay, I probably can't pull that off. Let me just like go get like a normal job. But it was still in the back of my head. So I go to college and I'm studying English there, which, you know, historically has been known as a very lucrative major all the time.
You never know.
All the millionaires are English majors for sure. Yeah,
100%. That's where the money is.
You're about to be set for life.
Exactly.
Oh, we about to make some money.
But even at that point, I'd kind of realized, like, going into college, like, I fundamentally, what I wanted more than anything was that I wanted to do something that had me feeling emotionally fulfilled. And writing is one of those things. So I was going in for that. And I was doing stage theater all the way up through college when the pandemic hit.
Ooh.
And at that point,
everyone's got that starter area.
Like,
it is like the starting zone of a lot of EAs. In like
Fire
our
Nation
gen.
attacked, you know.
That's where the adventure started.
No, genuinely, it feels like, because I hear it a lot, and I'm hearing it here too, of course. But like most voice actors that I've been talking to, the ones that I kind of started with, we all started in that pandemic period. And for me, what it was I had all this time to actually think about what's important to me and what I wanted to do. And I think it was the first time I actually seriously sat down and thought about it. And I was like, yeah, you know, honestly, I really actually did want to be a voice actor the whole time.
Yep.
That's probably why I was doing stage theater this entire time, and I didn't stop, even if I didn't think I was going to get anything out of it, because I really love doing it. So what do I have to lose by trying? I have to at least try. I think I owe at least that much to myself by giving it an honest attempt. So in 2021, I bought my first microphone. I bought my audio interface. I got everything set up in my closet. And I did about 10 auditions with the audio interface off, which made them completely worthless.
Oh, yay!
Yay! Good first go.
And then I looked at them and I went, why does this sound so bad? and then I turned the interface on and did all the rest of my auditions like that. But so I've been doing this. If I started in 2021, it's been about 4 years now. And even though like I back then I said, okay, I'm doing this and I want to see how far I can go with it. I didn't really have a plan back then. I was kind of just doing whatever. So a decent number of fan dubs, most of which didn't end up seeing the light of day, unfortunately.
No.
But I did a lot of those. And then in mid 2021, I want to say summer of 2021, I booked a visual novel called Experiment Isolation, which was the first original voice acting project I was in. And it was really, really cool because I was playing the protagonist of the game, and he is this young man who is a lawyer. And initially, before the pandemic had actually kicked off, I was actually thinking about going into law school.
Yeah. Same.
And so, oh wait, you too?
Yep, same.
Oh, there it is!
It was the exact same. I was minoring in law when I was in college because I was like, this is gonna be my backup if things don't work out.
I saw LaKira was raising a.
Go on ahead, LaKira.
I did not want to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a doctor.
We had the backups ready.
Okay.
Demanding,
Like, yep, those was much easier than going into voice acting.
like super demanding, high level professions is the backup
Yep.
plan. Yeah. Yeah.
Raymond, I feel so weird now
I
because
was about
like
to, I was about to ask,
like,
what's your backup?
my backup is just my backup is just graphic design.
You said from one creative to another.
Yeah, like I'm not doing. I don't know what else. I don't know how to do anything else except like fucking like draw or like make art. So I'm like, I don't know graphic design.
Okay.
I mean,
Because I did that
honestly,
for a little bit before I broke into animation.
Yeah.
And like Waymond, your backup is similar, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, my backup was to be among those that got Thanos snapped. No, I was like, it's this or nothing. No,
help Waymond. Waymond,
that old white man, like, I guess I'll just die.
No, gosh, I feel like I didn't really have much of a backup, but my secondary career thoughts were kind of like, oh, maybe I can be a librarian or a garbage man or just something. Those are the two I remember thinking like, okay, if this doesn't work, I could be a garbage man. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You know what?
I feel
The
like they make
garbage man
enough
thing
money.
reminded me. I thought about the post office.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. People need
Like
the
getting a
post
desk
office.
job at the post office
Okay.
because my mom and my granny are both rest in peace, my granny are both worked at the post office for many years. My mom's a mail carrier now, but my granny used to work in Posters Due, which is just like organizing a lot of stuff at the desk and like phone calls and things. So I was like, well, if this creator shit don't work out, there's either probably more creator shit in graphic design, maybe, or post office.
Yeah, because I mean, my thought process, I guess, with that is like, if working in animation doesn't work out, that means like nothing creative that I could do works out. Like, not even graphic. Like, I guess in my head, I'm like, okay, that's everything. Because like working in animation, like I feel like it kind of encompasses so much that I'm like, well, that means everything about animation's out of the picture. So my head just goes to a completely different career.
Well, I did graphic design a little bit before I even started in animation, and I was kind of suffering, but it paid the bills. But it is grueling work. I have beef with movie posters that I've refused to watch those movies because the layers in the Photoshop files are terrible, and I had to make like ads for them. Like I've never seen Uncle Drew, that movie with Shaq.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I read it.
But I hate the poster because of the layering. I have never seen that one movie with Mila Kunis, like Spy Who Dumped Me. Is that Mila Kunis in that movie?
Yeah, that's Mila Kunis.
Yeah, I've never seen it, and I hate the fucking poster. I don't want to. I never want to
Wait, it's
watch.
because you worked on the poster, or is it because you saw the poster and were like, man,
It's
they didn't
because
know
I
what
had
they're
to make
doing?
ads. So like the
I see.
production company will send the advertising agency that we work for like the official like Photoshop files or Illustrator files with like the layering and how they have it. And sometimes it's not layered properly and I have to work with like flattened images and then cut them out and then be very very specific. The Bohemian Rhapsody movie, I never want to watch it because that poster I was working on that movie on ads for that movie till like 1 a.m. We couldn't go
so
home.
Interesting to. Well, I guess it's the work that actually ruined it for you. Because I was going to say it's interesting to have like the poster be the thing that ruins the movie.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, it's
oh
the
wait,
poster.
no, it's actually
Yeah.
it's like it's the working on the poster.
Yep. I was just speed looking up all those so I could see what they look like. The Uncle Drew, and I was like, "What is this?"
I think realistically, obviously being a doctor was like my childhood career choice, and that was what I was gonna go with. But when I got into college, I did a lot of camera stuff, so I think I would have applied to like work at a news station or something, doing like the camera stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a lot of that in high school. My mom was actually kind of terrified that I pivoted to animation because my high school TV station was like the best in the state. And I did a lot of TV production. So I was like interested in like editing, like being a director for like live productions. Like I know how to do that, like ready one, take one, like camera three, do that. Like I know how to do those things professionally.
Yeah.
But and I did it for a lot of sports stuff. So I was like ready to go to do that potentially in college and like get an internship at like ABC or something. But then animation just kept calling me and I was like, "Hey mom, I'm gonna go draw." And she was like,
Just call
"What?"
out my
I guess technically
name.
acting was also kind of like a secondary thought for me as well, because I did a lot of theater in high school, and to the point that a lot of my friends in like I don't know, adult relatives were surprised that I didn't go into acting. I was like, well,
not too late.
animation's like acting with a pencil.
It's not too late. You can be a double power. It's not too late. It's not too late. Come on over.
Come to the dark side.
There's enough food. There's enough food at the.
I mean, have you seen these boots? They are genuinely really dark.
What do you mean by
that?
But yeah, sorry, no, we need to get back to you.
Oh yes, Noah. Yes, we pivoted too hard into our secondary careers. We were talking about being a lawyer.
Right.
Your secondary.
What was I saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, experiment isolation. Experiment isolation. Right.
Yes, experiment isolation.
Okay, so but the thing that I took away from it though, because he's a lawyer, and that was something I'd seriously consider pursuing. In a lot of ways, that character felt a lot like a different path that I could have gone down. Because there are so many ways that I related to him as a person. And what it really helped me understand is that a lot of the characters that I've come to play, especially the ones that like I end up voicing for an extended period of time, there's a little bit of me in all of them, and then I end up taking a little bit of them with me.
Yeah.
And so
I
voice acting.
I hope you're not a probably maybe evil white European vampire.
No, he's just
go away, the little white
yelling
boy.
Tammy at the people.
Yeah, I relate.
Well,
Like
what I've learned from playing Yogaya is that I really like white jackets.
I was very scared on where you were going.
I really like
White.
What I learned from playing Yogaya,
I should have held
really
down
liked
the white for longer.
jackets.
I really like white. That's the end of the statement right there. Good night, y'all.
There's a lot of ways we can end this.
No, but like it's so weird because Yogaya is a character who he presents very young and acts fairly goofy, but he has so much more insight into things beyond what a person who looks to be that age should have.
Yeah.
And this is the third type of this character I've played in like the span of about 365 days.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is the third of this character type
Someone has a
I've played
You're giving us work. You're giving us work. Don't
And
apologize.
no, it's good,
Don't apologize.
but it's such a specific type of character, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, because this whole voice acting thing has been a journey of self-discovery for me.
Yeah.
And I learned something new about myself from most of these characters I play. But what does this specific thing mean? I need at least a fourth to figure it out, maybe, but like it's weird it happened 3 times.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's your typecast.
Is typecasting something that typically happens a lot to you, LaKira, Corey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, but yes.
Yeah. Not too bad. It's just there's certain archetypes that you can fit like a glove. And there's just there's certain archetypes that like you can fit. Like, for example, usually they'll have me as either the very sluggish, very quiet kind of character, like someone that's very just like very chill dude energy is usually what they put me as. And that's just because that's normally how I am most of the time. So they're like, oh, okay, he can play that archetype extremely well then. And sometimes you get to break that archetype, and it's always fun. Like, for example, the yearning lover boy that you gave me.
I was about to say, like, yeah, and then I'm over here telling you, like, I need you to like yearn.
The yearning lover boy is a new one because, well, actually, no, that one isn't a new one now that I think about it, because I voiced. Oh no, it is a typecast. I got because I voiced 2 characters in a visual novel that were like yearning lover boys, which Micah from Air 143 is kind of similar in a way to have how Darius is, except he's not as quiet. Darius is a lot more quiet. Micah is louder, but he is a yearner. Micah is a yearner at an A1 level.
And that visual novel is like really popular, right? Like, I hadn't heard of it, but when I told a friend that you were gonna voice Darius in the pilot, she was like, "Oh my god, Corey Wilder! He like oh my god, he said this and da 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 da," and I'm like, "What?"
It shocks me every time because the funniest one that I had was when I was in line to like meet Zeno in person, because like we had followed each other, and I was like, oh, well, I'd love to meet him and say hi to him. And I went to go talk to him, and then he's like, oh yeah, you're the one that got Ojalo, right? And I was like, yeah, I got that one. He's like, yeah, what was your name again? And I'm like, my name's Corey. And then someone behind me was like, oh my god. Because I said Corey Wilder, and he's like, oh, and they're like, oh my god. And then Zeno was like, oh, do you know what they voice? And they're like, yeah, no, he voices Micah in Air 143. And I was like, what the fuck?
So cute. That's the flex.
You're becoming a celebrity, or you are a celebrity now, I guess.
No, I don't want to be a celebrity. Please let me just be.
It's too late.
You literally are in like the probably newest big shonen series right
Probably,
now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
As the Sasuke.
Maybe. Who knows? But
I don't know if Zonko's the Sasuke. I just see the color blue, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, so Rudo's got red eyes. He's got blue.
He's like a Kakashi Sasuke mix, is what I'd say. He's a Kakashi mix with Sasuke. Whoa. He's a Kakashi.
He's a Sasuke mixed with Sasuke, yes.
He's a Kakashi mixed with Sasuke, because he's Rudo's teacher, but he also has a little bit of that rivalry to him. But I don't want to be a celebrity. Here's the thing. I've seen too many paparazzi videos and too many videos. That's why I love voiceover as well. That's also why I kind of haven't gone back to doing film as much, because I like having my privacy. I like having my own space. And the fact that there are people that will hide in areas just to take pictures of you, when I already get anxious thinking that people are watching me, yeah, I'm okay. I don't want to be a celebrity. I just want to be a silly black kid that's telling stories. That's it. That's all I want to be.
Oh, I feel that. I feel that a lot. Being
I
kind
will
of like,
say also, like, I just Googled Error 143, and like before I even added the 3, the first thing that came up was Micah. So, like, he's a very popular character.
Yeah, seen some crazy comments. I've seen some real crazy comments.
There are people that are very thirsty for that character, and I'm like, oh,
I know, and I'm like,
okay.
I have a girlfriend. Sorry, guys. Bye. You
Like,
can
I
have
just love
Micah
your
though.
voice, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not my character. Okay, bye.
That's awesome. We got like 6 hours plus of just my voice in there. Go ahead and enjoy.
Honestly, quick, like a bit of a segue. It's kind of weird for me sometimes when I hear your voice in particular, Corey, in certain things, especially if it's like a weird romantic, not weird, but it's like a romantic thing. Like I heard you voice
Oh
a
God.
character in a gotcha game that is a
I already
doctor
know
that
who
a
it
lot of
is.
people are very thirsty
It's
over.
Wanshi.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
listening to a trailer, or like,
Was it the
Jed.
ASMR video?
Yeah, and I didn't know that it was an ASMR video, and so I was just sitting there, and I'm like, "Huh?" And then I'm like, "What? I know this person. Hold on, I don't. No, I don't want this."
What's funny about that is that one was only exclusive for the English version. They didn't even do that for the Japanese version. They
Wow.
only did it for the English version. And I'm like, ooh, I feel so special. But also I'm like, why me?
Because I like the game that it has. I like that the game has Virgil in it, and I was listening to the voice lines in that because I like Virgil from Devil May Cry
Wait,
a
like,
lot.
I was gonna say, is this Devil May Cry Virgil?
Yeah, yeah.
No, the game that I voice in Punishing Graven is doing like a Devil May Cry collab and they're adding a Dante and Virgil in the game.
Like the actual characters are
Yes.
just gonna be there.
Yeah, no, it's
Yes.
not like
Huh.
it's not skins or anything. It's like the actual characters are going to be there. And they're gonna have their own little event story and everything too, kind of explaining
Oh, that's
why
sweet.
they're there for a bit.
And there's like voice lines that you can listen to, like the characters say stuff, and I guess like they talk to you, the player, sometimes.
Yes, they talk to
there's like
you.
and there's like some for like Virgil, he's like, I was just wondering, like making sure you're like doing well, and I'm like, I have a husband. You're like,
this is my
I'll listen
dream.
to
This
you,
is my
though.
dream.
Wait, I heard they did something like that with Darth Vader in Fortnite or something.
Huh?
Well,
That's
was
a different
AI.
that's a different thing.
That's
Okay,
completely
okay,
That's a
okay,
different
okay,
thing
okay,
I was like, there's a
altogether.
Darth Vader gotcha game?
No, okay, okay,
No,
no.
I've been missing out.
That's an AI
Yeah, firstly,
thing.
Gwayman, that was AI, unfortunately.
yeah,
And
sadly.
two, Fortnite isn't having Darth Vader try to like tuck you in at night and like whisper sweet nothings at you.
I hope that you rest.
It's a bummer too because
God.
there are multiple really, really good voice actors.
Evan Michael
do-
Lee.
Yeah.
Evan Michael
Exactly.
Lee.
Exactly.
Evan Michael Lee. Even Mark Hamill commented on that fandom. He's
It was
like,
insane.
bro.
Oh, wow.
Mark Hamill was like, yeah. He's like, that was really good, father. If Mark Hamill commented on my dub and said, father to me, bro.
Yeah, you gotta hire
my
him at that
gosh.
point.
You
Like
got
Evan Michael Lee.
Yeah.
It's just I'm like
That would have been a free pick right there.
Too. He's so talented. It's okay. Whatever. Fine. AI. I love it.
Well, I imagine AI is impacting your guys' industry quite a bit. Like, how do you, in like the various levels of like voice acting that you're in, like, how does that like impact you, I guess, in your jobs and like your auditions even? Like, do you guys see a lot of like, hey, we're doing voice stuff, but it's AI, or can we train your voice, like train our stuff
Ooh.
on your voices?
Oh yeah, has
I
that
get like
happened?
Immediate no.
multiple LinkedIn messages.
Yes. Oh my
It's like,
God.
hey, we're
my
trying to train this new AI algorithm.
Yep.
We're gonna give you like $25 an hour to record for our AI
Wow.
machine.
Which is
And it's like $25. If I'm gonna like obliterate my own career forever, could you at least do me the kindness of paying me forever?
You better give me something to where I'm gonna be able to be in retirement for like forever. Like just like
If you're going to make me
ask you to like, oh, you'll never be able to work at least with us again.
Yeah. Like, they are asking voice actors if they're basically willing to detonate their own careers, and they're doing it for a pittance. It is insane.
Jeez.
25
but like
is crazy.
The thing that gets me almost more than that is this is much more of an indie level thing. I don't imagine this will happen as much at the pro level, or at least I can't say with confidence.
We'll see.
Is where I will see casting calls where it's like, okay, you want human voice actors, but you're using a bunch of like
Yes.
AI art in the
Oh my
AI art,
god.
AI
AI
generated
art in the
scripts.
character
Ooh.
Yep.
descriptions. Like,
Ooh.
Have
Chat
you
there'll
seen the
GPT
ones
wrote the
that have like
script.
have you seen the ones that like the lines feel very just not written by a human?
Mm,
Yeah. I've been seeing those a lot too, which yeah.
And it's like, what do you even want me to do with this, right? Like, how am I supposed to trust that you're going to be ethical with the voices in this if you're
right.
using AI
Yep.
all over the place everywhere else?
Yep.
Frankly, I'm even surprised you're asking for humans at this point.
Yep.
You're like
Right.
85% robot already.
Yep. It's just
I mean, they probably tried using the robot on the voices, but it wasn't getting what they they
What
wanted
they
or
wanted.
something.
Mm-hmm.
No, it
Jeez
makes
Louise.
me paranoid to audition for certain things because sometimes you don't get the option to have them sign the Nava AI writer
Yep.
when you're initially auditioning, so
Mhm.
they can take them lines and put it in whatever software they want it to.
Yep.
What
Oh,
is the Nava AI thing? Can you explain what that is?
Basically, it's a contract that this organization called Nava.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry, I don't know what the acronym stands for.
the national voice
Okay, yeah.
actors, and this is just me guessing, so I don't actually
Something like that. Something like
Actually,
that.
National Association of Voice Actors. That's my guess.
Let me
All
let
right,
me
Google it. Google it. Am
We
I?
have we have
Don't worry, I'll
technology.
just do it right now
Google
'cause
search. Let me see.
you know what? You're actually right on the money. National Association of Voice Actors. Because I never knew the acronym either.
Yeah,
I was just like,
and
yeah, I was like, yeah,
and
the NAVA AI writer, and I'm a member of NAVA,
and
so
and they put
that just
together
show you
a
how bad I
contract
am.
that you
Oh,
can
it's
just get the contract off their
Mhm.
website and just send to
Nice.
clients.
Yeah,
that's
it's
really good.
it's
We
for
need something
voiceover
like that, Wayman.
comfortability. Yeah, no,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
real helpful. I've been every time I get a part of something, I'm like, hey, can you please sign this?
Yep.
Thank you, because I don't want to hear my voice randomly somewhere else, like those
Yeah.
Well,
weird
I promise I won't
character
do that to
AI
you
things.
guys.
Oh no, I know you
Mhm.
We
won't.
trust you.
I know where you are now.
You know
Oh,
where I work. Like you've been to
Yeah,
my
that
yeah.
was that a threat?
No,
that was a
no,
threat and
no. That
It
was
was
just
a
a
promise.
that was just a it was just a friendly reminder.
they said I know where you live. I'm like, oh, okay.
I know where your family lives. That means that you work for
Works
me
for
till I
me.
say we're fucking done.
That is like my favorite line in that entire
I know,
show
it's
by
such
such
a
a huge
stim.
margin. Yeah.
Every line he says is such a
Are
good
you talking
stim.
about from Invincible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
yeah.
know where your family lives.
I know where your
Machine
family
Head.
lives. That means that you work for me till I say we're fucking done.
Oh my god.
I've got
Haunting.
So
money.
for context, in Invincible, which is this sort of like darker superhero show,
Yes.
there is a
Mhm.
crime boss called Machine Head
Yep.
who has a robotic head,
Uh-huh.
and his voice is very modulated,
Mhm.
which means sometimes his voice gets very auto-tuney
Yep.
and almost sounds kind of
Mm.
musical, which leads to lines where he's threatening someone and threatening to kill their family if they don't stay in the business working for him. And he'll go, I know where your family lives, and that means you work for me until I say we're fucking done.
It's so lovely.
Okay.
It's such a good stim. It's such a
You have
good
to you have
stim.
to hear him say it the way
Yes.
he says it
It will
specifically.
tickle your brain. Like like when I heard the episode, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be stuck in my head forever."
Oh, but back
See
to
that
the AI. There
Yes.
was an audition that another voice actor was promoting,
Uh,
and it was just riddled with AI. I was like, oh. And then
yeah.
another video game that it was kind of like a couple months ago that was looked at pretty good initially, but then when you
Yeah.
click on the documents, I was like, this is looking pretty AI. And a person that I know talked to them about it, and they said that, "Oh, it's fine. These are just placeholder images." I'm like,
well, if you're using placeholder images, then clearly you're okay with
Yeah.
using it.
Yeah.
It's so funny when people say that too, because like I've done auditions where they use placeholder images, but usually it's like placeholder images of characters that already exist.
Yes.
Like maybe
Yeah.
they'll get a picture of like they'll be like, oh yeah, this is like a lion that is regal and very enunciated. Then they'll get like a picture of Aslan and then put that there. You don't need to get like AI images
Mm-hmm.
to do that, especially if it's a placeholder image. It doesn't make sense to me. Like just grab something of a character that seems similar to the vibe that you're wanting for them, and then just put that image there. And then boom. Done.
Not to mention, I think we're all pretty used to doing auditions where there is no
Yep.
art of the character whatsoever. Like we get like
Yeah.
maybe a physical description of what they look like at best.
Even
But
rarely.
we're used to working with very little information.
Yeah, most of the time
and
they'll get
turning out good
backstory,
reads.
and that's really it. Sometimes they won't even put
Okay.
personality, and I'm like, oh, I'm
Mhm.
cooked. I don't know what to do. I'm like,
I was
I'm gonna just shoot at the
wondering
wall.
when I gave each of you the the character art and also the little like blurb. It was very interesting hearing honestly from all three of you in your records that like I provided more information
Oh,
than
you
most
did?
people do.
Oh,
Yes.
You
that was
provided
Yes.
so-
that
Yes.
was like heaven for a voice actor.
Yeah, you made it real easy. Cause man, like it's rare. Cause like the thing is that you sent it during the initial, like you sent everything that we needed to know about the character during the initial thing, and then
Mm.
also clarified during the recording session too. They don't ever really clarify anything during the initial email. The initial
Oh.
email is basically just here's the character, here's a little bit of their story, here's a couple of lines where there's not really much of a description what's going on. Go. And it's you're just like, well, gotta play and figure something out. Sometimes they won't even put like a
Mhm.
general emotion. Like
Yep,
Oh.
it's just
I
the words.
yeah, sometimes they'll
That
just
is
put the
so
words.
interesting to hear because like I
Huh.
feel like especially with a lot of just to develop a story even you need so much material
You would
to kind of
think.
figure out who the character is.
Yeah, you would
Right.
think.
And I feel like would that be easy to make available to the voice of the character?
Yeah, you would think. No, it's just it's very rare to get something like that. Because even for Crayola, they gave me like a personality type for the character that I voiced. But other than that,
Are we
there
in the same
wasn't really.
Crayola?
Are you part of Scribble Scrubbies? Did you do that?
Oh, I'm in Crayola crew.
Okay, I'm in
Okay,
Scribble
okay.
Scrubbies.
That's
I voiced.
Moomba.
These are
I'm
amazing
the
titles.
animal.
These titles
Crayola
are very interesting.
No, I'm in Scribble Scrubbies.
Okay.
So they
Y'all
sent
making this up.
no we're not. You can look it up. Look up Crayola Scribble Scrubbies. You'll
Yep.
find it. But
I'm the
when they sent that audition to me, like they had the personality for the character. Not really much of a backstory because it's a kid show. They're not really going to send too much of a
Yeah.
backstory.
Mhm.
But the lines, they didn't really include what was happening or what I was talking about or where I was. So a lot of it was me going like, well, damn. But let's just say that he's hanging upside down in a tree and he's spouting out all of this lines and he's jumping around like a crazed little animal trying to get all of his thoughts out all at once because they were like ADHD. I was like, cool, so me. All right, I can do that real easy. I was like, I can do that real easily.
Like I got the neurodivergency for this one.
Yeah, but that's just usually how it is. Like we just get
Mhm.
auditions and it's just sometimes they're really descriptive and have voice references, which sometimes I can do without a voice reference because then I start leaning too much on the voice reference.
Mhm.
But sometimes they give you backstory, they give you personality, voice print, which voice print I prefer more of. I love voice print because then it gives me
What's
a
the voice print?
so like they'll put like voice print and then be like deep, gravelly, textured, just stuff
Oh.
like that. Basically, just give you like a rough range of where to play around at.
Oh.
But sometimes they don't give you anything, and you're just like, well, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna throw spaghetti at the wall and see what happens.
Mhm. See what
Mhm.
sticks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh damn. I guess I should have done that.
No.
No,
but
no.
You had so much
You
reference.
shouldn't have.
I
You did a good
No,
thing.
no.
Like-
What helped is that you for me you were like, here's a reference to how I think you should sound. And then you sent me the fruit basket one, but you also were like, actually, there's a character that you voice that I think would be good. And then I was like, okay, great. I can just tap into that. So it just made things like extremely easy, just being able to have something to go off of. Because most of the time, even when there's a voice reference, I'll listen to it and I'll be like, okay, keep that in mind. But let's see how I can build my own kind
Yeah.
of character
Yeah.
off of that
Yeah.
voice reference.
And then, not to mention, you had the animatic playing while we were doing.
You did.
That was
made it
amazing.
so easy because then I could be like, yeah, we can look at the screen and be like, oh, so we're that far away from the person. Cool.
Okay, yep.
Oh, we're over here doing that. Awesome. Oh, we're doing all these movements and stuff while that's going on. Great.
I just wanted to make it as painless as possible since this is my first rodeo. I'm normally, as I mentioned to you guys, I normally don't go to records when, as a professional being, just as a storyboard artist, or even when I was a production coordinator, I wasn't really part of that part of the process. That's more for the script coordinator or the writer's assistant to do like all that stuff, or people like Waymond who is a director to be in those. So that's why I was like, Waymond, help me, you know how this works. I don't.
Yeah, it was interesting because it was it's definitely, usually boards are not even ready at all because voices come first usually. I guess depending on the production, but I'm so used to having the voice record done first before boards, and maybe like using the boards if we need like pickups or just ADR or something. And I would imagine maybe when doing anime dubs, like maybe you have picture.
No, for anime dubs, we just have it's straight picture. ADR is hard.
Because you have to match the flaps like precisely, right?
Yeah, you have to match the. You're doing
no
like
Speed Racer.
Yeah, you're doing like 3 different, and I'm bad at that. When you do, because I talk too fast. You're doing 3 different things in that booth. You're looking at the script. You're trying to match the flaps, and you're also trying to act at the same time. And it's a lot to juggle in the dome. So anytime I see people going like, "Oh no, ADR is so easy," or "Oh, that dub is so bad," I'm like, dude, hop in that booth and try and do better. Let me see what you do. Let's see what you do under pressure. Go on ahead.
It's like so tough if you've got a really long line too.
Yes.
Like it's one thing if you're just saying like try to dodge this, right? It's like a 3-word thing. But matching the flaps for what's essentially a monologue. Because you gotta watch the screen to know when the mouth is moving, but there's no way you're memorizing that chunk of text in like 5 seconds. Figure it out.
That's why a lot of the time when I'm recording for stuff like that, I kind of just I look at the script, but then I have to use like the peripheral to see when the mouth opens so that I can try and time it out that way. But then that's only if like the character is big, because sometimes the character is small, so that means the mouth flaps are really, really tiny. And so I'm like, did they open their mouth? Fuck, I'm like, I don't know if they open their mouth or not. I could be screwed. No. And then they're like, oh yeah, there's actually a double pump flap right here. So we're gonna have to go back and do it again. I'm like, no. I don't want to re-record it again because it's the long ones. You're right. It's the long ones that are the kickers. The long ones are the kickers. The short pumps, easy. But the monologues, especially when their mouths are on screen and they're monologuing, yeah. I love when every time a character's off screen, I'm like,
you know what's gotta be such a nice gig? It's the people who wear masks for like 95% of the
runtime.
Your character wears a mask or a helmet, you are eating good.
You are chilling in the ADR department. Like for Gachi Yakuda, the recent one that I'm a part of, there's a episode that's gonna come with Zonka where he has like a mask on it, and I'm like, oh, all I have to worry about is timing, nothing else.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even in anime yet, but like every time I watch anime, I just think about it like they're probably having a fun time because their either
Whew,
face is
we
off
have fun.
screen
Yep, we have fun when they're off
or like
screen. Mhm.
or the lines are quick. I'm like, that was probably easy for them.
Yep. Man,
You
it's
see
just
MNS, mouth not shown,
Yep,
you are living.
yep. M&S, you're like, "Oh, praise God." It's like it's a different level of euphoria that hits you. ADR is fun, but it's not my favorite thing to do. I love doing just everything that is prelay. I enjoy prelay stuff because prelay, I'm like, oh,
Yes.
I get to basically craft this to be.
What's prelay?
So prelay is basically, sorry.
It's
So
Pringles and Lay's put together.
yeah, so
You're talking to two
It
people
is.
that are on the
That's
other side of
correct.
the
That is
pipeline.
correct.
so prelay is basically the voice comes first and then they animate over the voice. That's essentially what it is. That's what the term is. And I love
Okay, so what
Oh,
we
That's
okay.
my
do,
So yeah,
favorite.
so that's what we
yeah.
that's
would
what we
generally
do.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love doing prelay. And luckily for like the thing is that even though we were doing like ADR for 3 tomes, it wasn't really ADR. It was more
Yeah,
so
technically it was
yeah.
just the animatic was there for reference and we
Yeah.
Yeah,
just pause the
just for
animatic and then you
Yeah,
go.
reference.
I was
Yeah.
like, it wasn't
Mhm, mhm.
ADR. Like, we still got to
Yeah,
record the lines to like the speed
yeah.
and tempo that we
Yep.
wanted. It's
We
just that
we've
we just
on
Mhm.
had it there to, get an idea of like what the scene
yeah.
was.
We've honestly in the animatic so far, like way that I've looked at it, and based on the way some of you guys read stuff and you did your lines, like we've noted some things. You're like, oh, that was a better read than like what was drawn here. We're gonna change that. We're gonna do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I love about Prelay. Just that
Yeah.
a lot of the voice actor's performance can really shape how the character expresses themselves and how they look. Like it's fun. Like you literally mentioned animation studio. I love watching
Oh, animation
yeah,
station.
yeah, animation station. I love watching your character on there because there's so much gremlin energy that they draw from the
Yes.
recording session in there. Like I
Yep.
love whenever the
Yeah.
sharp teeth hit on her, and I'm like, this is so
Mhm.
great.
And you know I was having a ball behind the mic.
Exactly. Like you can hear it. Like you can hear like, oh, they said cut loose. Okay, I'm gonna cut loose then. Woo! 'Cause you're like, all right. I love whenever you get to cut loose like that. It's
Mhm.
just so fun. Uh
Yeah, that's so true because like getting that prelay. I mean, now that I know the term, I'm gonna use the heck out of it. But
Yes.
going prelay with it, you really get that space to uh, have the story evolve around the actor's performance.
yeah.
Like for example, a show I worked on, The Ghost of Molly McGee. The
My
Thank
baby.
you. The two mains would improv off of each other.
That sounds about
They would
right.
record at the same time, and where they would
That's
improv off of each
amazing.
other, and it just garnered so much like a comedy that was not in the script that allowed like the board artist to create
Yeah.
because it was like, oh my, this is technically not in the script, but this is so
Mm-hmm.
hilarious. Like we're just gonna keep this in.
Yeah.
Relay is my favorite thing to do because they, especially in indie too, they just let you like play around and do whatever you want, basically.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
great.
The script is just the outline. It's like,
Yep.
oh.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just playing on the playground again. It
Mhm.
just goes back to
Yep.
that. Just playing on the playground and making up stories. Man, I do miss because sadly, it's a form that's kind of started going away. I do miss when actors would record together because
Yeah.
nowadays
Yeah.
it's not so much it's not really that way anymore. Even for like animation and video games, like a lot of the time we don't really record together that much. We kind of
Mhm.
just record after each other, especially in like the video games department nowadays. Unless it's mocap. Sometimes for mocap they'll
Oh
have
yeah,
them
yeah.
record together,
I want
but
to get into that one day.
yeah,
Yeah, for
same.
like Devil
I
May
think
Cry and
bug
like Last of
snacks.
Us, right? Like
Um,
like Naughty Dog, like they do a lot of
Yeah,
mocap
they
and like
do a
they're
bunch of
They do.
mocap.
acting
A
that's
lot of
like they're
mocap.
together.
a scam because that was like the main reason why I got into voice acting too. I just wanted to be like in the booth with everyone else and like playing off of each other.
I
That
would
would have
so
been
many
fun.
behind the scene
Yeah,
things kind of show
exactly.
that too,
Yeah.
and
I
it's
was
just
just
like,
gonna
That's
say.
nah, that's
that's
not
what
what
I wanted.
happens. That's not how it is.
That's
That's
just
what
what I
I
was gonna
wanted.
say, because the
Wait a minute,
behind the
wasn't it,
scenes stuff is what got me
Yeah.
going. I was like, "Oh, this looks so fun," and then I get there, I'm like, "I'm alone in a box."
Yeah, so like the
There
vibe now is like if you see that now, 9 times out of 10, it's just all the VAs got called back to be in the room for promotional
Mhm.
material.
Yep,
That
yeah.
yep.
that's really all it is.
It
And
makes me so sad.
Yeah.
Like it's
when
There is
I found that
one
out, I was
I didn't even know
devastated.
that. I was like, what?
sometimes they
'Cause
don't even get to meet their castmates until like the promotional materials start.
It's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, that was you."
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people I've voiced and stuff with that I just haven't even really met
Yeah,
yet.
that's funny because I feel like I get cast and stuff that has like people that I admire,
Mhm.
either like on peer level or just like a voice actor that I really, really admire and like
Yeah,
not idolize, but like
but
a
look
big
up
fan of
to.
their work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I've never met them. I'm like, dang. But they're
yep,
on the cast together.
yep.
I will say there have been a couple of audio dramas that I've gotten to do where we
Mm.
did all record together, or at least
Mhm.
all of like the leads in the audio drama will
Yeah,
Oh,
record
that's
together,
sweet.
yep.
and that's a lot of
Mhm.
fun.
It is.
That's
The
Because you
cool.
you actually get to riff off of them in the scene, like you have a
Yeah,
real scene partner, and you can feed off of each other's energy. It feels like you're
yeah,
reacting to one another, and there's something really, really special about getting to act that way because we don't do
yeah.
it super often.
There's only one that I've done that where we've actually like acted off each other, and it's a audio drama podcast called Camp Here and There, and
Oh
it's
yeah, I've
meant to
heard of that.
be essentially like it's inspired by Welcome to Night Vale, and very
Mm.
Mm.
much like that uncanny but very casual kind of vibe. And so a lot of the time they would just be like, "Hey, when are you guys free so we can hop in to record?" And they are probably some of the sessions that I've had the most fun recording, just because I love being able to just bounce off of people. Like it's
Mhm.
nice being able to bounce off of people and just like feel their energy hit you. Because then in the moment, you come up with ideas in your head and you're like, "Oh wait, what if actually this happens in that scene?" Or like, "What if the character says this?" Or what if they like react this way? Like there's so much that can stem from people just recording and acting together, which is why I miss it a lot, because, it's just it just adds so much. It adds a lot.
Mm.
I think I still get a taste of that. Sometimes we do table reads for
Yeah.
projects like and mainly indie. I haven't done any table reads for like, some more mainstream stuff,
Yeah.
Mm.
For a lot of
but
the
those are
mainstream stuff, they
usually
just
fun.
send it. Yeah. They
Oh,
Yeah.
just send
In
it.
that's
the
Mhm.
table
that's
reads
cool.
are interesting
Mm.
because it's really only a thing in primetime animation.
Mm.
Ah.
It's not really a thing in 6 to 11 or preschool where you guys would, come together and do that.
Mhm.
That's more of a live action and
Okay.
primetime
That
thing.
makes sense.
Hmm.
For 6 to 11 in preschool, for the table reads happen internally with
Mhm.
in the writers room, like they do the table read, or those of us that are like on the board team, the rest of the crew, like we all get together and then like we listen and like we read together, and then the
Oh.
I didn't
writers
know
after the
that.
table read will, they might have noted something while reading it out loud, and then they'll
Uh-huh.
go privately and fix stuff.
Hmm.
Interesting. So the actors just aren't even like there for the table read.
Nope,
Mm.
not at
Wow.
I
all.
didn't know that.
Huh. Interesting.
It is an
Okay.
internal thing that happens in
Hmm.
6 to 11 in preschool.
It's so interesting you say that to me too, because it's like it is a table read, and in my head, I don't even think of it as a table
I
read
don't
because it
either.
isn't
I
the
think
actors at all. But it is
I
technically the table read, but
yeah,
it's the actors are just not there.
like we have a table read tomorrow, and I'm just like, yep. Sometimes I kind of tune out. So like I'm doing something else.
I kind of miss those table reads though, because it is fun to like kind of just go through, because the show I'm working on are shorts, so we don't really do table reads because it's just so short that it's kind of
Mhm.
awkward. We just read it and we're like, well, that
All right,
was
Well,
we're
we're
that
done,
done.
was like,
guys.
yeah, all right, get out. It was all right, we don't do them. But yeah, I do kind of miss those, because it's like, oh, it's kind of nice to just hear the script out loud and be like, yes, everybody's on the same page.
I
like
miss them in
this is what
person.
we're in person. They're definitely better in person.
Yeah, in person they're a lot better.
So for the writers, when y'all do table reads or like the group, is that just this test how the script flows? If y'all have to change the script? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a mix of testing how the script flows and also getting the crew together, especially now that a lot more productions are remote or like hybrid.
Okay.
It's just a way to like get everybody together and be like, let's read the thing. Although on my last production, we didn't do a table read. Like the whole entire crew didn't do a table read. It was just the writers. But
Wait, are you talking about my show or
No.
are you talking about a different one?
2 shows ago.
I'm like, last production.
on Proud Family, it wasn't like a full group table read. It was just like the writers, they just do that. But on the last couple of shows that I've been on, like a lot of the preschool ones, it's the entire crew gets together and like I've been called on to read for characters. It's pretty fun. Waymond, you've read for Clarabelle a lot.
I love reading for
Clarabelle cow.
Can I hear
Oh my goodness. It's okay. Get me in for a goofy table read. Let's go. Get me in for a goofy table read. I'll eat.
How's your yuck and yahoo?
Gore. Yeah, yuck.
Okay.
Hold on. The yuck I can do. The yahoo. I probably need to work on that one more.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I was like
a lot of energy.
I was like everything else. I'm like, yeah, I could eat that up. I grew up off a Goofy movie. I got that voice memorized like the back of my hand.
Yeah, I see that Powerline shirt.
Yeah. I nerded out. My girlfriend was like, I don't remember much from a Goofy movie, and I went to my box of movies. I dug in, got my DVD. I was like, we're gonna watch it. Are you ready? We're also gonna watch some of the behind the scenes bonus features too, so you can see how it was made.
I'm walking down the aisle to Powerline.
Like, quick question for everyone in the room: do we claim Goofy?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. 100% easily.
Yeah.
Oh, he black.
100%.
I personally go back and forth on it. Sometimes I'm like, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I want the black man to be called Goofy.
So that's I agree. I feel like I do also go back and forth on it a bit because it's very much like the famously dumb kind of character design to kind of be a hobo character. That's probably not great.
And because of how the one Disney artist said, like, yeah, he's what was it, like a good like Negro or something.
What?
Oh, what? You guys don't know your Disney lore?
No,
evidently not.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Did someone say he's one of the good ones? What?
Can you explain this?
Now pretend like you're holding a class and you're doing a session. You're teaching some people that don't happen to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
But we all do know what you're talking about. But for the listener that doesn't know,
yeah. So Art Babbitt was the designer of like Dippy Dog, and he said that like he had like an analysis of like Goofy and like just what he sort of embodies. But he said like think of the goof is like a composite of an everlasting like opportunist. He's a good Samaritan.
Optimist.
He's a good Samaritan. Okay. But then a good natured hard R boy and a hick, and it's like, oh
yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
hard R.
Hard R.
We claim him. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Save Goofy.
This turned into a rescue mission out of nowhere.
Goofy got get out. Goofy's got get out.
Listen, I'm glad that in newer Disney media they have changed him from like really being that. He has a lot more layers now, which makes me happy.
That is true.
Because especially like,
when he's being a dad.
Yeah, like him being a dad, and then even him popping up like with his cameos in like DuckTales. Like he helped Donald through like quite a bit of that
That
stuff, even if it was
that was
just like
good.
a cameo.
That was a good
Like
episode.
they've added more to his character than just being a good optimistic, I'm like, wow, that's
Hard.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's dumb, but he's optimistic, just like hard
Yeah,
You're like,
that's a rough one.
Wild.
whoa.
No,
Yeah,
we claim him. Save him,
Mhm.
man.
yeah, so that's why I kind of go back and forth on whether or
Holy
not I
hell.
claim Goofy. But
Nah, I'm
either
saving
way,
him.
Max is, in
I'm
my
saving.
opinion, Max Goof is black, and
Yes,
Easily.
I
100%.
headcanon that he. I sometimes headcanon that Goofy is a white man trying to relate to his mixed son.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be the
I can
other
buy
vibe
that.
that I could accept.
I can buy that. I can buy that. Yeah.
So that's my take with Goofy. But I kind of wanted to go into just before we head out, because like you guys have been really awesome and have been just telling us so much about voice acting and your journeys.
The
One thing I'm curious about is like, what's something, because the whole point of the podcast is what's been keeping you animated. What's something that has been nurturing your creative spirit as individuals, whether it's related to voice acting or even just outside of it, whether it's like a show you like or a game you really love or a book you've been reading. Like, what's something that has been just nurturing that creative energy that you have?
Something that's been nurturing and keeping me animated is not recently, but maybe a couple months ago, I started my own YouTube channel, and
Oh,
Oh, hell
right
yeah.
now it's just
can
me
you give
doing.
us the handle, like and subscribe?
Actually, it's LaKira the Yapper.
Oh wow. Wow, for real. Wow.
Yeah, that's my handle.
We got
That's
expert
fun.
yappers.
I wanna start doing expand away from what I'm doing so far, but right now I'm just doing like impressions, like voice impressions.
Mm.
And I posted one song cover of another impression.
Oh,
But I'm gonna try to expand on what I do for content.
I'm now following.
Hold on.
Some other
LaKira the
things
Yapper.
that I do is I like baking and
Ooh.
cooking.
Ooh.
And recently I've gotten into working out and stuff because I wanted to start to be healthy. Because
Yeah.
I feel like I was just overeating, stress eating. So I
Me
was like, let
too.
me change my
Mm.
lifestyle.
Me too. I'm about to be joining you real soon. Me
Yeah,
too.
and I started doing a calorie deficit. Oh my god, I'd be hungry.
Yeah.
And I've been like watching a lot of indie animation on YouTube. I spend a lot of
Mm.
my spare time on YouTube watching either indie animation or commentary videos
Yep.
or random topics.
Yep. Oh,
once again,
we're too
LaKira, you are
similar.
the indie. I feel like you are indie's strongest warrior because you are out here promoting all the projects
You
all the
sure are.
time.
I
You
You
sure
try.
are.
you want
And
everybody to be seen, and that is
because
like really cool.
what grinds my gears is like I love that people have like their hyper fixations on like the big ones, the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
But you can open your heart and learn more about other indie. There's
Yeah.
people
Mm.
who like some of us can't have that big backing or like have the
Mm-hmm.
big team behind you. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
just one person.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
Yeah.
cool.
that's
There's a
so true.
lot of cool
Yes.
smaller indie shows out there. There's a bunch
Like
of them.
mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am being
I'm
silly.
sorry. Who are you? No, I'm kidding. What's your name? Where am I? What is this podcast?
That's why your TV is a stove.
Wow. Wow.
For context, listeners,
Listeners
I
will
thought
not
that
understand that.
I thought that Corey's TV was. I thought that Corey was in a kitchen.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
But those are really cool creative outlets. Like baking too. Like, wait, do you have a something that you really like to bake, or something that you've baked that you're like, yeah,
And when
I'm
you
good at
visit
this.
LA,
I'm proud of this.
will you bake it so I can have
Yes.
some?
The most recent thing that I baked, it was a while ago because now I'm on a diet.
There.
I made cinnamon rolls and they were so good.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh.
from
can
scratch too.
Oh, I was about to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
listen,
They
guys.
were
We
so
just gotta
good.
do a meetup at a con, and then
Yeah.
have LaKira make us some cinnamon rolls. Come on,
Yeah.
you go, you go, You go.
All right. Well, this might actually be, I might be the worst person to transition to on this one. 'Cause I was going to say one of the things I've been getting into is cooking, like in general.
That's not bad.
Okay, yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of cooking lately, partly because, man, oh man, this is a better way to eat and not burn through my bank account
Save
than like
money.
doing anything else. Like it is such a cost-effective way of being able to get food for yourself compared to actually going out and buying anything. Because even stuff that you'd think is supposed to be cheap now, if you try and eat out, is so ludicrously expensive.
If you go outside, you end up spending like $50, and it's like, why did I do that? I didn't. Like, you just step out the door.
Like,
raising.
where did the money go?
Side note: the first episode of the new season of Gumball touches on that.
Oh, does it actually?
Is it out? Is it out?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like
I'll have to watch it.
No,
It's on
funny,
Hulu and Disney Plus, right?
yeah, funny story
need to
is.
check that out.
Oh, dang, I don't have Hulu
we
or Disney
need my
Plus. I'm
twin sister.
screwed.
No.
Do you want my account? I can give you a link.
I mean, if you're offering, I'll accept it.
Yeah, I don't care.
I was like,
That's right, audience. Bree is giving everybody.
this is the giveaway. Everyone, we're going to have 20 plus accounts on this Disney account.
Her credit card number 2. She's giving us her credit card number.
3-digit code.
Make sure you look out for that social security number because Bree will be announcing it right here on the pod.
Keep an eye on the 3 Tomes Twitter account so you can find
3 tomes, more like the 3 numbers on the back of her credit card.
3 Tomes stands for 3 digits.
Y'all got jokes.
So,
but yeah, so cooking's a great way to save money, one, but also it's just like, it's a lot of fun getting to make my own stuff. It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
So on days where I'm really stressful, like when I'm stressed, I need to be doing something. I need to keep my hands busy. And so that's a great way to do it while not doing anything too chaotic.
Yeah.
Very, very soothing, a little therapeutic for me. So it's been nice.
Have you had a recent fave or just something you just liked to cook the most? Or
yeah, I just learned to make shepherd's pie for the first time.
Oh,
yes.
So that was a lot of fun. I made it for a couple of friends of mine, and
Hell yeah.
they were very happy.
So LaKira's gonna make cinnamon rolls. Noah's gonna make shepherd's pie.
We got a potluck going.
We got a little pot. We gotta get a potluck going.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm cooked because I'm good at making shepherd's pie. That's my main good one.
We can make like 4 shepherd's pies.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 shepherd's pie.
I
can do like a cottage pie too to like switch it up a little bit. So instead
What
of
the fuck is a cottage pie?
Yeah, what is
it's
that?
a shepherd's pie, but you're using beef.
Oh, well, in that case, that's what I make then. Okay, well, then that's
okay, because shepherd's pie is supposed to be like lamb, right? Or
yeah, it's
okay,
lamb.
Okay.
Yeah, because in my head I was also like, oh, it's usually beef, but like, yeah, no. It's
Okay, in that case, yeah, then I make a cottage pie then.
Okay. Oh, we're that's perfect then.
Yeah,
I'll stick with the shepherd's pie.
Yeah, I'm a real. No, I'm not gonna say that because that pie was not beef. I was gonna say, I'm a real Sweeney Todd, and I was like, wait, it's like, wait, no, that's not
so you're pretending to you're pretending to barber cows before
no.
your pies? Were you about to say something, Kyra?
No. Well, yeah, I guess. No, you just caught me off guard with. I was like, dang, my life's a lie. I've been eating cottage pie this whole time.
Yeah. I was thrown back. I was like, wait. I was like, what's cottage pie? He said with beef. I was like, huh?
I mean, like, I think the thing is, right? Like, shepherd's pie sounds cooler.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna say shepherd's pie because that's the cool sounding one.
Yeah.
Like a cottage. What does cottage even mean?
Yeah.
Shepherd. You're the one out there doing the thing, and that's your pie for you.
I'm shepherding this pie.
Cottage.
Exactly.
Where's the even cottage? Where's cottage come from? Beef isn't.
I am building a house.
I have no idea.
Why is it called cottage cheese? What's going on there, even? Oh my gosh.
What was the
Um,
question again? I don't remember.
What is something
what's
that is
keeping us animated?
yeah,
Oh,
what
okay.
what's something that's like fulfilling your creative soul, and it can be anything.
There's two games that one that I just finished and the other one I
Video
just picked
games?
up.
I'm hoping that it's what I
So I recently finished a game called South of Midnight, which
I haven't played
is
that
I wanna
yet.
play
Check that
I haven't
out.
played it
Yeah.
yet.
yeah,
Check it
no,
out.
it's
Oh,
really,
me either. I haven't played it yet.
it's really good.
Play
But
it
what
yet.
gets
On
me
my
about
list.
South of Midnight is like a lot of games these days are either these massive big budget AAA video games
Yeah.
with humongous budgets, or you have very small indie games with like a very tightly knit group of people working together on them.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And both approaches are fantastic, and it's good that we have both of them. But something that has been less prevalent up until recently is the double A type of video game space. You know,
Yes.
something that's a little more mid budget, where there's still a decent amount of money being pumped into it, but it's not meant to be this mega blockbuster
Yeah.
super hit. It can
Right.
afford to be a little more niche. It can afford to appeal to a bit of a smaller audience, but still be very passionate
Yeah.
and
It's more
have a lot of
personable.
love poured into it, very personal.
Mhm.
And South of Midnight is very much a game like that. And it's the type of game I
Yeah.
genuinely don't think I've seen. I haven't seen that type of game
Yeah.
since like the Xbox 360 era.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And it's a combination of that, which is really neat. But also, I like the fact that we get to have this, like, we get to have a black girl as the protagonist who
Yes.
has all these cool magical powers.
Yes.
It's the sort of thing where, and it's one of the things that, you know, drew me to Three Tomes is my little sister loves, you know, magical girls, Sailor Moon, stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
And so I think it's really cool that we are starting to see, especially in the indie scene,
Yes.
more magical girls that are black. Because
Yeah,
black
there's
people in
there's
general, I don't think we get to
4 to
have.
5 right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
like
a
all
renaissance,
around the
bro.
same time
There's a
period.
renaissance.
Yeah. 'Cause you got Three Tomes, you got, Pretty Please, you got,
Yep.
Mhm.
what
Towards
is that called?
Galaxy's
Ebony
End.
Witch? You
Yep.
got the
Yes.
genie the genie thing you're in the car.
Me and
Yep.
my genie.
Fuck, there's another one. Oh, and
What's
then
skating
Kennedy's thing,
one?
Towards
Towards
Galaxy's
Galaxy's
End.
End.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's like 5 I can think of
There,
right
and
now.
there's an I'm like
I don't know
there's
if
another one that
Defenders
I
of
voiced in.
Elodia, maybe. Does
Oh
that
wait,
count?
you're
Yes,
in there's
Defenders of
another one?
Elodia is
Yeah.
another
Oh,
one. That one
yeah.
I'm in,
counts.
I'm in
That
that
one
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
counts.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
in
there's
that too,
another one that
baby.
I voiced in that was being made. I forget what the name of it is, but that one also had a black magical girl as well. No, it's
Mhm.
there's like a renaissance happening, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's nice. It's real
Like,
nice. This
Would you
is
say that
insane.
that's what's keeping you animated, Corey?
Like I said when I was literally when you were giving me a tour at Disney, I love being able to see people's places of work, and I love watching people work because I love seeing everyone's creative avenues. I love seeing how people create stuff. I love seeing what drives other people because then that drive blends into my drive and it just adds
Mhm.
way more. But the main thing that keeps me like driven to do stuff is animation and video games, honestly. I've always loved animation and video games. That's always been like my thing. That's always been what I've been into ever since I was like a kid, since I played like Crash Bandicoot, Sonic the Hedgehog, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, all of those games. I was like, these are just lovely. It tricked me into making me think I wanted to be a game designer. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't realize the performances is what made me go like, yeah, I actually really enjoy this and like this. But one that sticks with me like all the time that I always think about is Samurai Jack. That one
Oh, yes.
sticks with me
Mm.
Yes.
The goat.
every time because it's one of the few times. Actually, no, it's one of the first times I think that I actually heard a black voice actor. I think that was the first one that I actually heard like a black voice actor in. Maybe it could have been Codename Kids Next Door, and it could have been Cree Summers. Like it's
Mhm.
something on Cartoon Network was where I first heard. I was like, oh wait, huh, interesting. And
Well,
so
yeah,
it's
back
something
then you're
that
either
just
hearing Phil or
yeah,
Cree.
yeah, like it was
Mhm.
just something that just stuck with me. And it's just the show is my I showed my girlfriend recently because she's the SpongeBob kid. I wasn't really the SpongeBob kid. And we were rewatching a bunch of shows that we grew up on. and I put on Samurai Jack, and she was like, she's like, this is a kid show? She's like, this is something like she was
Yeah.
like, this is something that would like play. She's like, this is very different. Like there's not much talking. It's like very quiet. Like it's very
Mhm.
atmospheric. That's the whole thing. And I'm like, yeah, you wonder why I enjoy a lot of shows that are able to just get across so much without talking. I'm like, this is why. I love like a lot of shows like to do like exposition, exposition, exposition. I'm like, there's so much that you can get across just from not saying anything and just watching the characters' expressions or their body movement or
Mhm.
their actions or even just the music, etc. Like everything about that show to me just keeps me going because there's just so much love that's in it. That's the main thing that gets me, the love. I love seeing the love and feeling the love and like all these different mediums from people that work in all these different avenues, whether it's like animation, directing, sound design, composition, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. I just like watching people work. It's just something that kicks me off and keeps me going. But recently, something that reignited my drive again was it was a video game which now I need to play South of Midnight now that I'm done with this because I had to finish this game first. I was hyper fixated. I couldn't play anything else till I was done. It was Expedition 33.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup. Yup.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Noah, sorry,
I'm
that
playing
was the
that
Yeah.
right
second
now.
game.
Yeah.
That was the second game we said we were
Noah,
gonna
I'm
start,
going
right?
not y'all
Noah,
swapping
I'm
games.
playing it right now.
Noah, it's so good, man. It's such a dude, it's such a good game. Like I
Oh, I
finished
agree.
I was hyper fixated on that game. I'm still am hyper fixated on that game. And I was just like playing it, listening to the performances, the music. It's a game that plays with like not all situations are black and white. And that's what
Mm,
I those games I really enjoy. There's middle ground areas between everyone's actions and what they do. And I love stuff like that. And it's
yeah.
crazy because Expedition 33 is like their first game. Like a lot of the people working on that
That's
had
wild.
never worked on a video game before.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I
Like
had
the
no
person that made the
idea.
soundtrack never did a video game soundtrack. That was his first one.
Wow.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
You
dude,
won't believe that, by the way,
yeah,
when you listen to those
yeah. I'm like,
songs.
dude,
What?
this is something that you could get nominated for at the Game Awards and win. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's so good. It's just like they never did like there were people that never worked on really like code before or did like battle
What?
pieces. Like
What?
This
like
truly was a labor of love.
yeah, no,
Wow.
like this
It
is
was.
Wow.
like this is people that have not really done anything. Like it's a labor of love, and it is a labor of love that could win Game of the Year. That is how, and
Whoa.
I'm very picky with my
Boss.
Game of the Years. I'm extremely picky. I still get a little irritated that God of War won Game of the Year because I think Red Dead
And
Redemption
I,
2. I think Dead Redemption 2 had that in the bag because Red Dead Redemption 2, I was like, this is a good story. This is a good game. This is a good everything. I'm like, this cooks.
I will also say about Expedition 33, for you, Bree, it very much, you can tell these are people who really love Final Fantasy.
Yes.
I would say these are people who specifically
okay.
really love Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm in.
They
Let's go.
also-
Let's go.
You can feel
Fucking
Final
love
Fantasy
10.
X
Yeah, you can
influence in
I would
this
even
game.
say that you also just feel like near vibes
He played
as
10
well.
music at my wedding.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of it feels like it reminds me of because the only other game that made me like feel these kinds of emotions is like Near. It's very
Yeah.
similar like to
Wait,
how
which one?
Near.
Okay,
Yeah,
OG.
Near and Near Automata. Like it gets you. It really gets you and I'm like, fuck. Ooh. I hope it wins Game of the Year, but who knows? We still have like a whole year of games going on. I hear that Donkey Kong Bonanza is really good, which I love me some Donkey Kong. So I'm gonna have to try it out, and then you'll see me sing it. I'll be like, "Sorry, guys, Expedition who? That's my favorite guy right there.
DK,
Donkey Kong. No, that's what keeps me going. Though. Just different mediums. I love getting to experience it and just helping tell other people's stories because that's the main thing that keeps me going. There's so many stories out there so many good stories out there that people create and want to tell, but they don't really have like the means to do it. So if I can help out and just be like any small part of it, whether it's just like voicing a character or just helping out with like writing or helping out with just other stuff like that, I jump at the opportunity to do it because it's just fun. That's when you were like, oh yeah, like there's not there's not gonna be any payment for this. I was like, I don't care. I like this story. This is dope. I was like, this story. I was like, I like this idea. This is really cool.
Just want to be transparent.
No,
And it's good that you were.
Yeah,
It
no,
is good that you were. That is important to
it's
be
very
upfront right
important.
away.
It is. It's just a
Some
lot
will
of
be
people.
like,
Go on ahead.
some people will reach out to you and then be like, "Oh yeah, it's not paid."
Yeah.
Oh,
After
brother.
after
These guys.
after you do basically everything, they're like, okay, well, it's not paid. It's like,
What the fuck?
what?
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one's crazy. Like I will before I record, I will usually talk about whether or not there's
Yep.
going to be payment.
Yep. I look.
And like I'm fine with not getting paid on certain projects at least.
Yeah.
I have to know that
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
advance.
Yeah.
You can't trick people. Hey, don't do that to your voice actors, guys. If you're trying to
Yeah.
make an indie pilot, don't do that. And I guess to sort of wrap it up, like we've been going for a bit longer than we normally would,
yappers.
but
Mhm.
the professional yappers.
I'll say
Trademarked, copyrighted.
professional rappers. With all that, thank you guys for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having
This was
us.
Thank you
fun.
for having us.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at Keeping You Animated.
And listen for more episodes by going to keepingyouanimated.podbean.com, on Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are of the respective individual and do not reflect the views of our employers.
Thanks, guys.
Until next time.
This episode was edited by Man Lightfoot. Our producer is Jordan Hackman, with music by Ergo Funk.
That's stuff that Black people do.